I'm driving home. I'm tired. It is 12:30. My relief was about an hour and 30 minutes late. She forgot what time that shift started. I have to be up for my full-time job first thing in the morning. It is what it is. I look tired because I feel tired. I am getting pulled in 80 different directions. Or somehow I've got to shut my brain down tonight in order for me to go to sleep and do it all again tomorrow. My teeth hurt bad. I got the worst teeth. They always hurt. I think they're just maybe low on vitamin D. I think it's just a problem. We have constantly being anemic and low on vitamin D. It's not giving me strong bones. I'm tired. I'm so tired. So I'm gonna stop seeing that and go home, strip out these clothes, go upstairs in my closet and have a glass of wine, get out these clothes, and try to have a good night. Mandy's sleep. Mandy had a rough situation in her job. They tried to hold her for the overnight, even though she has a morning shift in the morning time. But here's the deal. Even though they had other staff that could do it, because they tried to hold her, they will write her up for not staying. One, they wanted her to go work in a building where someone was actively being tested for COVID. What kind of sense does that make? Quarantine means quarantine. Quarantine the whole building. There's no bringing nobody else in to cover a shift until you know the test results of that person. And then two, she doesn't feel well. She's tired, she's aching, she's had a headache for 2 days. She's been nauseated and had a headache for 2 days. She has MS, and sometimes she has stress aggravates her MS. And sometimes her MS is just aggravated, period. There's not a day that my wife goes through that she's not in pain. There's not a day that I don't go through that I'm not in pain. But I don't know what her pain is, but I think it's tremendous though. And she's just always just gone through life in pain. The same for me, but if I dropped a few pounds, I wouldn't be in as much pain. A few pounds, 200 pounds. I've gained so much weight, you can see. My 3 necks. So, she's home, she's asleep. When I get in, I really don't want to wake her. I want to be very quiet and not wake her. She's going to be back up at 4:30, and that's in 4 hours. And I have to be back up at 5:30, and that's in 5 hours. So we're just, it's getting real. It's getting real. The struggle's getting real. And it's just an effed up situation. They're writing her up for not staying when they had 2 or 3 other people to pull from. That's crazy. It's like you're just abusing your staff to abuse your staff. That's what you're doing. You're abusing them just to abuse them. And it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. She doesn't feel good. She's exhausted. She's not even allowed to call off not feeling well. She doesn't feel good at all. And the only reason she took the 2 to 6 to 2 shift is so she can help one of her clients out so they can get to a medical appointment, because she didn't want them to constantly continue to cancel those medical appointments for her. So she did it to protect one of her clients. I don't know. This world and these people with their power, I know rules are important, but come on, you gotta use common sense sometimes. We got 3 other people that can do it. So you attack somebody who has MS, who is working her butt off, been with your company over 20 years, has been a loyal staff for over 20 years, rolls with the punches, does pretty much anything you ask of her. And then you tell her, you get written up for this. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I feel bad. I feel horrible for her. One of the reasons she didn't want it, she also didn't want, if she works in a building and everybody tests positive for COVID in that building, she'll have to go into quarantine. And because we're married, that means I go into quarantine. If I go into quarantine, I lose my job. My jobs will not let me, I won't be allowed to work, which means my new job won't have a reason to keep me. They'll let me go. My part-time job, so basically both jobs I'm not going to get a salary from. She won't get a salary from it either. We lose our employment. I lose my employment, period. She loses her employment for 2 weeks. And she risks getting COVID again. And that's a big risk. Because the first time she got it was horrific. And we got out of that by the skin of our teeth. I mean, that just, I can't even explain it. And I'm so grateful. I am so grateful. And there is nothing different between us and anybody else. But I am so grateful that I still have my wife. I'm just so grateful for that. And I'm grateful that I still have my wife. And she's in one piece. And she's walking and talking and breathing. And, you know. And then they threaten to write her up because she doesn't want to risk her own health. When they have 3 other people they can ask. This is insane. But even, so take that off the list. She still doesn't feel well. She doesn't feel well. This headache, this nausea, headache, and discomfort is a side effect of MS, and there's nothing that she can do about it. Sorry. I'm trying to park my car. There's nothing she can do about it. So, let me run downstairs and strip down and get into my PJs. Get cleaned up, get it stripped down, get my PJs, and curl up next to her for 4 hours until she moves. Okay. I don't even know. And I got so much to do tomorrow. My teeth hurt so bad, too. I don't even know how I'm going to do this. I don't know. I'm out of breath from one flight of steps. It's a mess in here. But I'm not cleaning it tonight. She's asleep. Deuces.